Welcome everyone to this Gold Coast Titans career mode. We are back after winning 3 straight in the last game against, I believe it was the Knights, the Warriors and the Dragons. We're coming up against the Brisbane Broncos here. I've played them before, I don't really want to play them again in the video, so I'm going to simulate this game because there are other opponents that I want to play. And we win the game against the Broncos 17 points to 4. Anthony Don picks up the man of the match. And we're going to have a quick look here at the team announcement. And Aiden Caesar is back in the lineup finally. So this is probably only like his second game of the year. Hopefully he can stay healthy and, not get injured again. That would be excellent. And here we have the Parramatta Eels lineup. Chris Sando, Semirad Radra, Jared Hayne. They had a bit of talent in 2013, just couldn't put it together for some reason. Ended up finishing last, did the Eels. As we jump into the play here, and Aiden Caesar is going to make a break in his first game back since his last injury. We're looking to get the ball out to the right, and it doesn't really work out for us there. And we cut out one of the players to get to Takarangi to Gordon, but didn't really work out for us as Gordon is wrapped out 5 metres out. Okay, looks like we're passing it back to Albert Kelly. Bit of a slow play the ball there, might I add. And we almost get the kick. We almost put it down for a try, but Parramatta catch it in goal. Off to the 20 we go. And jumping right into the last tackle, they didn't really do much with that set. About halfway out now. On the last, I'm pretty sure that was Jared Hayne taking that kick, but I'm not 100% sure. But Zillman is going to make the defense of Parramatta look absolutely silly. He steps around one, and then there's just no cover defense for the rest of the way. He goes all the way for a length of the field solo effort try. And I have to say that's probably one of the best tries that I've scored so far with the Titans. And conversion from right in front, practically. Aiden Caesar nails it. Good way to ease him back into the conversions. Titans lead 6 points to 0. See another cutout ball out here to Caesar. He passes it on to Mead. Mead to Idris. Idris fends off one of the defenders. And it looks like he could go all the way too. It could be 12-0. No! Just tried to get a little bit closer to the uprights there just to make the conversion easier. Didn't happen. And then Shrama goes for a run and is held up on his back. You could say unlucky to not score there, but yeah, it was a bit of... it was kind of that we were unlucky, but it was kind of my own fault though, because I kind of wanted to get closer to the... uprights to make the conversion easier on myself. Anyway, last tackle here. We're going to go for another kick. And I think that's a knock-on from Gordon, I believe, on attempting to collect the ball. And that's going to be all the action in the first half. Titans lead 6 points to 0 over the Parramatta Eels. And it's been a pretty good half of football, I must say. We've had the opportunities to score, we just have not been able to execute whatsoever. I'm hoping that in the second half we can put the sword to the Eels and just run away with the game. See, jumping into the second half here, Idris offload to Mead. Mead with the chip and chase play again. Doesn't really work out for him for some reason. He was right there. I don't know why he didn't just collect the ball. Okay, and then Zillman off the kick return, and he passes it right to Jacob Locko, and Locko's going to score. I was fuming at this point, though. I didn't, quickly skip through the cutscenes. It's how I know that I'm mad, but... it was just such a stupid try to give away, and I'm not quite sure why I passed it out that way. I think I just wanted Kevin Gordon to race away, potentially score another, make up for the knock-on, but... instead, now it's Zillman who is in trouble, as Sando converts to tie the game up 6 points all. And we jump in here. It's around about the 75th, 76th minute. We try for a field goal, but it doesn't really work out. It just falls like a couple of meters short of the try line, or the try line, the goals. And we pretty much just have to hold out the Parramatta Eels here. Make sure they don't get any cheeky line breaks. Make sure they don't go for a cheeky field goal if they are in range. Almost got the intercept there, and I think that's going to be it. But they have one final play of the ball, but nothing's going to happen there. And we are going into Golden Point. We're going into the first Golden Point game of this series. Ben Roberts with the man of the match. It's a odd choice, but okay. And we go... I think we received the ball here. And a forward pass is going to mess it up for us. And I think at that point I was like, nah, that's it. The Eels have won this game. So I'm pretty much scrambling here on defense, if you can see. I'm scrambling, just like changing players as quickly as I can. And surprisingly, they didn't go for a field goal right there. I feel like that would have been a good opportunity to do so. But at the moment, as you can see, I'm just trying to keep them out of range, which is kind of difficult to do. And there we go, Dave Taylor with the intercept. And he could go all the way, but no, he's going to get run down. 30 out, and it's a knock-on anyway. Oh, that was just a comedy of errors, that sequence. But still no score after 5 minutes of extra time. So it's going to go into... I think it's going to go into another 5 minutes, and if there's no score there, then it's going to be a draw. So at this point, I'm just desperate to win anyway, by any means necessary. And I believe that's Ryan James who gets another penalty after they attempted to strip the ball there, and I decided, you know what, I'm sick of this, I'm going for the 2 points. Idris from right in front, and that was a penalty goal success for us. We win the match against the Parramatta Eels, 8 points to 6. A bit disappointed that I couldn't, put the Eels to the sword like I said that I wanted to, run away with the game, all that jazz, but I'm still happy with the win. And if you couldn't tell by Idris kicking goals, Aiden Caesar got injured again, which is a bit bloody annoying. And I forgot that Origin was coming up, so we have about 5 or 6 players missing because of Origin. And as you just saw, Aiden Caesar is out for another 3 weeks. We're taking on the Cowboys now, and here is the announcement for this. There's a lot of big players missing because of Origin. Aiden Caesar also missing because of his injury once again. And we're at Skilled Park this time. We're taking our talents back home. As you can see, the Cowboys have no Jonathan Thurston. He is out because of Origin. And I believe Matt Scott is gone as well. So could be a bit of a tough matchup for the Cowboys, but it's also a tough matchup for us because we're playing a very, very inexperienced lineup here. You can see no one back there to collect the ball. I think that's Gordon who has to collect it, but then Taumalolo strips the ball almost immediately. I think I take back the intercept from the kick return. I think that is the stupidest try I've ever conceded, and mainly because it was out of my control. As you can see there, Taumalolo just wrestles the ball away from Kevin Gordon and puts the ball down right next to the uprights. That was probably one of the most annoying tries that I've ever conceded, as I said, because it's out of my control. And I believe that's Robert Louis or Ray Thompson. Yeah, that's Robert Louis. He converts to make it 6-0 to the Cowboys. Putting in the kick straight down the throat of Zillman. Can we recreate the magic? No, we cannot, but we're still going to make a solid effort to go length of the field. Takarangi makes a run, offload to Kevin Gordon, and Gordon is going to race away and redeem himself for having the ball stripped. And what a try there. Just a bit of hot potato play from way back in our end of the field. Followed up by a line break for Takarangi, and then offload to Kevin Gordon, and we're golden. As you can see, I think that's Sam Irwin taking the conversion, and he makes it 6-0. Okay, no, it's Jordan Rankin. I'm an idiot. And I was going to say 6-0 as well. I meant 6-all. Okay, speaking of 6-all, that's going to be the score going into half-time. bit of a struggle here for us. We're really, really struggling without our big name players like our Dave Taylors and our Greg Birds. Players like that, but I'm hoping that we can still win this game, but not with stupid errors like that. And I don't know who that is. I think, no, that's Matt Bowen. What an idiot I am. Oh, first I'd say 6-0, and then I completely forget who Matt Bowen is, but he races away to score yet another try for the Cowboys, and you got to believe it's going to be 12-6 here. As I said before, CPU never misses, and that's a prime example right there. So now we find ourselves down by 6. I'm just desperately trying to make something happen, but then Antonio Winterstein is the one to make another intercept, and this has got to be the nail in the coffin for us tonight. It's just not a good game at all for us. We're playing a vastly inexperienced lineup, and we're just getting absolutely thumped by the Cowboys here, who I guess you could say they have an inexperienced lineup as well, but they've at least got some solid players like Winterstein and Taumalolo, as Robert Louis converts that to make it 18 points to 6, and that's going to be it. That's our first, I think that's my first loss in a game that I've played. It's Robert Louis there, picks up man of the match. It was just a struggle for us. I didn't have a whole lot of confidence in winning that game, but I still really wanted to win it. As you can see here, we are 3rd on the ladder, and next week, or next episode, is going to be an Origin one. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that'll be it from